Not wearing pants. Good day and salutations, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Togetherwerole. Yay! How much did that sentence?
I'm not wearing pants.
No.
It's like, I'm wearing my canvas suit.
In case you guys didn't notice or didn't know this, Nick actually DMs this with nothing below the belly button.
You know, I think from, you know, when I think, I get sweaty and I need to, you know.
It's gotta be free, man.
He's
got a little fan. Just jockstrap. Nothing else, just jockstrap.
Yeah. Gotta be free, man. Yeah.
There's no such thing as free will.
Those that we love to thank, go to the description below with all the art that has helped, all the people that help with the RPG elements and the art between 3 different people, and also those that made our table. I mean, we had an entire video on that one. And pretty much anything else that we think are just cool. They don't sponsor us. I wish they did, but you know.
But you can sponsor us, actually, at our Patreon.
Or if you're just an artist that would like your stuff featured.
There you go.
Patreon.
We would love to see your stuff.
I will accept fan art. I will happily accept it.
Rule 34 must apply.
And speaking of new art, we've got Todd, our new character here that Tanya's playing, and we got a piece of art here, so I'm going to show it off.
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
Thank you, Okie dear.
Yeah, Okie dear. Also, linking stuff down below in the description. And you're chasing one of those things from the Shadowfell.
A Saurusworn called a Wretched.
Yeah, Wretched.
Okay,
no one likes them.
They are the lowest CR Saurusworn that is available, and
which is a CR8.
Wait, no, Wretched are not CR8.
No, not even a little bit.
Yeah.
He's being very funny.
Yeah.
But
they're not.
You should be including them in your games. Include massive swarms of them. They're wonderful, and Todd will complete them up.
Yes, imagine that. You know,
it's
this
a great
guy
level 5 campaign.
However, when I introduced
about 10 dozen of those going in everyone's crotches. I mean, that would just be like, oh crap.
Yeah, well, I did that with everything, and then one fireball later was like, don't pick on.
It's just a little Wretched. It's great for a level 5 campaign.
Anyway, let's get to it. Press the button. Let's get to it. We got some magic to do.
I cannot help but notice the world is not the same as when we all got started, and we know who's to blame. No turning back now to try to be insane. For what's beyond the veil, too vivid to explain. Faceless behemoths haunt my dreams, seeking to steal my sanity. I will not stand down, won't back away, as long as you're with me. Together we roll, together we roll. I'll fight for you, will you fight for me? Together we roll, I'll protect you, just as long as you stand with me. Together we roll.
Now I play saxophone.
And we're back.
Hi, everyone.
Thank you for not being here 3 minutes ago.
Yes, the things we talk about during the 1 minute this episode's going. Oh,
We need
boy.
to have something set up for Patreon and we can show them
Censor?
together. We
No,
roll.
that's a hate crime.
We would get demonetized.
For Patreon though, Patreon, together we will rock.
The Silver Menagerie in Harkern, the city of the Forge, the city of roses, celebrating the day of giving, this day of celebration, victorious! The Silver Menagerie plus Quinn now, minus Vedek as far as you can tell at this moment.
No, with Vedek. Vedek's just a fish man.
Pathetic.
Permanent illusion.
Running around, having paintball fights, having water, wet t-shirt competitions, and just being...
Which Sparks won.
Sparks won it with flying
Just
colors.
take the chest armor off.
I mean, it's a Warforged city. You had a racial.
Speaking of fan art,
The judges were biased. They were all Warforged.
sexy, robot art is.
Whatever you do, don't Google it. Unless you do, in which case you can stay.
Anyway,
You belong here.
we'll try.
One of us.
We'll try, but we'll go back to it.
Let's
eventually.
do it.
One of
Always
us.
do. You're back at the state. Have a reunion.
They're back in
They're back in the state. Todd, we'll get to you in just a moment after
Thank you.
recap. You're back in the state having an interesting conversation with a mental shard of the Queen of Queens, the Empress of all dragons, the true Emperor, eternal. Having a bit of like, what the fuck is going on kind of situation, you're learning more about why the Vrosian Empire is so fucked up. And possibly, like, where it is. Why is it there? How long have they been? What are they planning? Just understanding, like, oh, there's a glacier in front of us. Let's see how deep this goes. And you're about to perform a ritual to see into possibilities. That is the most adorable puppy love over there.
You whore! His own pillow! I can't see
Off
it.
camera, off
It's off
camera.
camera, I can't see it. Why'd you stop? They're part of our pets. Don't stop.
This is his natural
Don't
terrain.
stop. Don't stop.
His favorite terrain, actually. Sorry.
We're talking. We've got Asimov here, which is a what breed of dog?
He's an Australian Shepherd.
Australian Shepherd, and
He's
being
a ham.
little cute ham.
He is
off
a
camera.
ham.
Pure breed Dorkhound.
You're back at this state. Most of you are back at this state. You're having conversations. You're continuing to dive down deeper into the Board of Doom, essentially.
Guys, I've got a new one.
But I wish to go to Todd. As you were a bit in the background, as you're learning the various different shrooms and their possible different effects.
I'm hanging out with Becky. I taught Becky about slushies. Becky taught me about mushrooms.
Yeah, and Becky's like, "What the hell is a slushie?" Oh dear, this is going to be awesome. And immediately goes, "Ow! Why is it hurt?"
I taught him about brain freeze.
She had to find one with the requisite equipment.
Is there anything you would like to do in the meantime?
Oh no, like I am purely just spacing out, getting stoned, and drinking slushies with my buddy Becky.
You know,
Todd
You're
and
living the
Becky's
life
got
right now.
something going on.
So you're Becky's,
Banging
Becky's
Becky.
buddy? Ruby?
I'm Becky's bestie bunny buddy.
Banging Betty.
Buddy bestie?
You know,
BFF. Best
and
buddy friend forever.
Becky turns
Yeah.
around and just, after, a good solid hour of being high off these shrooms, like, if you asked me what I was going to do when I first woke up today, as my parents normally do, the last thing I would have expected is to get high off my tits with a bunny person that gave me a slushie
That's called hair and mom.
and learning about the brain
It's
freeze.
fine. It's, we're called hair and gum, but it's fine. It's,
Yeah.
Buddy go.
yeah, it's fine.
What's gum?
What?
Moving on.
Moving on. The rest of the Silver Menagerie.
I'm having a better
Is
time.
equally as confused but with that.
Are not stoned, but wishing they were. We don't condone drugs.
I need a very strong drink.
Quinn is still sitting there looking at this draconic creature with butterfly wings going, but I can skin it, right? like, she messed up my garden.
You've been here 10 minutes and you've already dibs to the garden. Alright, just making clear.
She just kind of looks you over. I mean, you can if you want to. Many people have tried. Not succeeded yet. A couple of exes have tried too.
try it.
I bet I can piss up the tree higher than you.
Yeah, you can because I don't have
I was
reproductive
referring
organs.
to. I'm sorry. I know I was looking at you, but I was actually talking to Quinn. Sorry, that happens a lot. I just speak out when I.
No, it's really fine. There's many different cultures that actually. Let's just move on.
It isn't a turtle.
Cloaca, I believe is the term.
I'm telling you,
Correct.
don't doubt that turtle dick.
That hot turtle cloaca.
Whirl the turtle, grunting the half shell.
Oh.
This man, he knows what's going on.
I don't. I no.
He really does. He is the least qualified to
And then
comment
there's
on
me
sex organs.
playing the world's least slutty bard. Literally the only entity I have made any attempt to seduce was the Raven Queen.
Because she's
Look, go big or go home, man. Go big or go
I
home.
gotta find somebody with a charisma high enough.
To be a challenge?
The Raven Queen, yeah, the charisma's there.
For what? To be a
That
challenge?
mystique.
No, to really appreciate what he's bringing to the table.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was both a compliment.
That
That was a compliment and an insult.
just ended there.
You see that?
What are you
Rig?
doing?
Yeah, I lost that years ago.
Anyway. Never mind. No.
Right. Well,
Bend it in half.
That's my joke, yes.
Number 4.
So,
Does it count as your joke if he explained it later?
who do you think he got it from?
What are we doing?
No.
I've added something new to the eschatological clipboard here.
He wants
Here
Vedek's
comes-
ass and is willing to kill for it.
What does she want to do with Vedek's axe?
We don't ask that question.
We don't ask that question.
I mean, you
I
can
Is there
feel
such-
like this is really just a sub point.
I say, Vedek, I need to introduce you to the concept of taking one for the team.
So
Now, maybe things are different in the Feywild. This is all.
there's this
I'm
concept
gonna
of
dip
the
you
big,
in a vat of lube and just set you out for her.
So there's this concept of the BFF, the big fat friend, and we're gonna need you.
Okay, alright. The Dragon Queen would use Vedek like a dildo. Just.
You say that you wouldn't enjoy that! How else would you please her? Oh my god! Manifest the wings, you little shit!
wow.
Why don't we just throw true polymorph in there while we're at it?
Don't
Is
visualize
that
it
why you
because I
asked about your horns being inflated? You want to make sure the ribbing was in place?
No, this is why simulacrum is a thing.
did. Wow.
Taking one for the team! Okay, can we.
You need to major image that shit because I am.
Let's not draw that on.
Can you alter memories? Can anyone alter memories?
Yes, I
because I'd like to
can.
remove that from my brain.
Oh, no. If we're pulling up altered memories, I got a lot of stuff that comes before this. I've been friends with you for
Just
a
like
while.
that.
Okay. Oh.
Well, that was one of the realities that you saw.
And you're right. You're right. Vedek does need to get in line from me. But
Thank you, David.
that's Zach.
Okay, so who wants to take a trip to Vrosia?
I'm game.
I think we
Are we
find
taking
that
the airship
bastard
or are we
Drake
taking-
and deal with him.
Also,
Question.
well, okay. What?
Are we taking the airship or are we taking the spelljammer?
You mean my airship?
No. Are we taking
I vote we
the
take my airship.
or the spelljammer?
Not to be, a downer.
Canonically,
on
you
the play.
conceded ownership of the airship
No,
to
no.
him.
I conceded captaincy.
Captainship, yes.
Because if someone comes to kill the captain, they're not looking for me.
How smart.
But that doesn't mean he's allowed to say his airship as the captain.
Which means we both are.
So,
Our airship.
can I be a downer on your eagerness?
I'm already getting fitted with a pirate hat.
Where are
Chucky.
you going to go on the Vrosian Empire?
Good point. Where do we go?
Oh, wait,
We don't have an
wait a
exact
minute.
target, and they're big kingdom.
Wait.
Is Drake
I
still
know
there?
you do.
Drake might
Drake?
be there before he's got the book.
Drake owns a shop in town.
Here in town?
Yes.
Yeah.
But that means Drake never got the book. Now, this Drake doesn't know about the book, but we know about the book.
Or
Oh,
Drake
Drake-
has the book here. in town.
We never asked him how long he's
Shit,
got
I'm
it.
hanging out with Becky. Sorry, y'all.
Yeah, you're like talking to yourself right now, and Becky's like,
I'm like channeling Nicholas, and Becky's like, what the fuck?
These are really good mushrooms.
Yeah.
sorry, like shadow puppets and energy. It's like,
I'm just like walking around muttering conspiracy theories about hell.
It's like when you spend too much time with your employer. Just like I start acting like them. What's the word when you're like pushing out the feelings inside to other people?
Emoting?
No.
Empathy.
No. The opposite.
All right, moving on.
Projecting. Projecting.
I'm all
Nicholas.
for putting the cap on this, but if you don't know where you're going, you don't know where you're going.
Let's go talk to Drake.
But we could. I mean, we could find the book. We also can.
Oh, that's right. We were going to do the thing.
She really wants.
Oh, clairvoyance.
Yeah.
All right.
I would love to do this again. It brings out all the memories. I've only done this with 3 of my lovers.
Wait, what?
There you go. What?
What? All right, good.
She's done it with
She
me,
locks your
myself, and I.
fingers. She's a little too strong for how,
Just crunch.
Yeah.
Bending the fingers back.
And how would you like to perform this?
Fuck if I know!
Standing up in
Wow, I've never seen
Stepped on by an elephant.
Vedic. Time Wizard.
On stage with a
Seer of futures and possible realities, with a now connection
Upside down,
of
perpendicular.
natural prophecy that is very rare in even the draconic lines, specifically for gold dragons that have a higher chance to have this happen. How would you like to perform this ritual to see into possible reality?
The praying donkey.
with some amount of
The
grace.
Thane gentleman.
And no, these are not sex aneurysms.
Oh wow!
I'm getting
Are you looking for a spell? Are you looking for a roll? Are you looking
I'm
for...
looking for
Are you looking
your
for
interpretation as a person that has the capability of 7th to 8th level spells. Make shit up.
Oh, well, if I've got access to the old magic once
And
again...
along with
Remember,
your...
you get those juices flowing.
Yeah.
It's one of those nights, folks.
She gets your juices flowing. To be clear.
If I've got access to the old draconic magic
45
again,
seconds
Part
later,
of
he's
it,
asleep.
not like a true raw source of it, but a drop of it.
let's see if I can tap back into what I used to be able to do.
You're gonna tap that ass.
Got the tap back in.
I'm gonna tap back in.
Wow, this is one of those nights, that's for sure.
It's always the second episode of the night.
Well, that's when the drinks are ready.
What was my the 2-drink minimum version? This is so much work.
So, describe how you manifest this capability,
Yes, please.
apart from tapping that ass. I mean, you could just...
Manifest all over us.
Take a gold coin, make sure it bounces, otherwise it's not tight enough.
Damn, Tom.
Not to put you on the spot, I know you have performance.
Hip deep while
Oh,
doing a
there's pills.
handstand.
You can always tell the second episode when we start actually having a little
Brian's
bit of
having too much fun with this. He's like, he's got something so much worse queued up.
No, I've got nothing. I'm sitting here listening to you assholes keep going.
So you're
This is what it's like to sit over there. You just shut up and watch it happen. This is his entertainment. That's
Eat it,
what I
bitch.
Yes, buddy.
So I'm
I don't
sorry,
know.
you were busy watching her asshole?
She doesn't have one.
Wow.
How does she poop? That's why she's so fat.
Oh no,
Right.
it's a poo belly.
Let's get into some...
Let's do some divination. Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, serious question. Could someone prestidigitate off the weight if it was primarily like water weight that they were carrying?
No.
No, because it's in the...
You can
flesh.
minor illusion it to not look fat.
Oh yeah,
that's not-
fairies and Feywild people do that all the time. Glamour's a way of life, after all.
I'm just saying, like, prestidigitate away filth. If it's within a 5-foot square, shouldn't that remove any like?
You assume she's within a 5-foot square. Was that a fat joke?
That was the best part of it.
Episode title. Guys, I think there's another imminent danger. Us talking near the Dragon Queen.
Oh my god.
Episode title:
Wait a
The
minute.
Draco Sutra.
I just realized we've lost the protection of Niquist when we are being assholes in front of authoritarian figures.
Oh God, we're relying on Quinn to keep us quiet.
I have silence.
You'd have to use it instead of finding us funny.
It's a damn good thing we didn't meet the actual queen today. That's funny. Snap, and you just close on the floor.
I don't feel so good versus snoring.
Same thing happened last time I got together with the other deity. You snapped and my clothes were on the floor.
Anyways, clairvoyance.
I don't think he needed that when he was with her. I think it was all natural.
Waiting for you.
I think he's waiting for you guys to shut the fuck
I
up.
honestly don't know. I don't know what you're.
Remember what the question
No. I'm not. He's talking about
Locate creature would be a great one. If you can locate that person. Which
I can cast
actually,
locate creature.
I have also, but
I can cast locate creature. All right, we'll start there.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an Arcana check.
Woohoo!
Then the question is, does anyone have locate object?
I do.
Yes. Why?
Let's locate the book.
Huh? Not a bad idea.
We can locate the book.
29.
We can locate the book as well. We know about the book.
Not a bad idea.
So, as you dive back in, not dive into, but channel this time divination energy through the capabilities of not your own, yours has dried up long ago. The capabilities of shut up. Snake
How old are you?
Not old enough. And neither are you. The power of prospect and probability in parallel universes is theoretically infinite, based on your understanding. And pretty much every other understanding as well. And you allow that to wash over you. As your energy and her energy become one, and both of your visions go black, and you hear a rolling of a brass ring. As your vision sees a ring covered in draconic runes, you recognize this one. This is the ring that you pulled from the theoretical center of the universe. As it stops, as it rolls, as you orientate itself, and as soon as it hits the floor, there's a powerful sucking sound as energy stars traveling the void itself, a vast sea millions of light years wide. You feel a connection to that ring, to a place that is not myth. That also channels your capabilities further. You see a blue dot that goes wider and wider and wider, passing a ship, a dreadnought that you recognize, the solar flare of months that it's not going to be here, and it does not know your location. It'll be months upon months upon months before it even gets to your location, unless you do something to draw its ire, the Queen's ire. You go to the landmass of Etrin. You go to Vrosian, to the capital, and three saving throws. Good. Die is fired. Initially, you feel a resistance. You feel that same almost vicious glee of another fate puller pulling strings. almost like a web across the Vrosian Empire itself.
It's negavetic.
It's essentially negabetic. As a weave, a blanket of indirective fate lines have been tethered around Vrosia itself, preventing people to peer within to see the prophecy that is currently being sown. With the combination of old energies that you did not have access to, and along with the ring that seems to be channeling it even further, and a little bit of luck from yourself, you find a hole. You slip through. Oh, shut up. The snickering Quinn in the distance, laughing because of sex jokes and 69s. You're less than clean. Less than clean to you now. Flies through and land no longer in fire, but still smells of brimstone. You go to the capital of Vrosian, but not to the seat of power, though it is looking towards it. You fly to a building, an estate, connected to the book that lays in the hands of Drake Owen.
Does it?
It does. Where is it? You locate. Bless you.
He says thanks.
You guys are assholes, and I love every second of you.
Just to write, Tanya, you can be seen on camera from that angle.
You're just a disembodied hand.
If you can see the camera, it can see you.
You see
Can you still
the
see
venom.
Yes.
Yep. I'll continue talking now. You see the venom tongue of old in a false body of a lady that stands tall above many experiments, and with a 29. Going to roll a d4 as your stave, your vestige seems to perk up.
Uno.
That's all you needed. DC 30. The exalted claw, the head and false mother of Draco. Its eyes, lady form, portrayed with a half-skeletal face and draconic yellow eyes, one real, one aglow, sickly green, that breathes out venomous gas, that draws across puppets that dance underneath her claw, all over Vrosian Empire soil. Possible prospects of preventing the Taras, other possibilities of finding something else, or guidance towards someone else's path that is yet to be traversed. With a 30, you get one more.
You need to figure out who's the other person blocking you.
I think I just did.
Do you have a target?
You know for certain that this is the venom tongue.
Green,
She's the one
hereafter referred to as Green Lizard Bitch.
Okay.
Yeah.
GLB.
I think
She's the one that's been pulling strings of fate. Differently than you, but still mucking around with prophecy.
Okay. Okay.
With a DC 30, as the strings draw tight, with a book in her left hand, similar to Drake Owen's, soon to be hers. She raises it up as the background image of the city, the capital of Rosia, on this giant sigil of magical circles citywide, lifts from the soil and disappears. New capital or her discretion.
All right, I'm gonna spend my one remaining question.
Where's the book now?
Yeah, where's the book?
Oh, that's easy. You don't.
No,
even-
we know
Yeah,
Drake's
that's
got
what
it.
Draco went. Yeah.
We know that Drake's got it. He's in the city.
Okay, so we gotta
That's where
get
we're
it from him first.
Right.
He doesn't know that we have it, or that he doesn't know that we know about it.
Okay, yeah, that's
Yes, he does.
Well, maybe he does.
So
What? Okay, so Vedic is smarter than I am. What do we use on the? He is
Is it?
smarter.
Ah.
not more of a dick.
What do I use the last question on? Do I look for more? I'm polling the audience. Do we find more information out about the Tarask? Is there something more pressing we need to know about?
I mean, you could look
You
at
can
the
ask where they-
black- you can look at the board.
Right.
Well, that's where
So
we could ask
Trust
about the
Id,
Tarask.
Illithid, Devil Army, Devil Plants. Vestige? Anyone want to know about the vestige?
The other vestige.
We're not going to be able to stop the Tarask from hatching, right? That's going to
That's
happen.
prophecy.
That's prophecy.
That's that. Yeah, that's.
so there's no
You can
point in
still ask
asking
about
where that's
That's,
at.
that's Ragnarok right there.
Prophecy is a weird thing.
It's Ragnarok.
Prophecy is like, are you doomed to do the prophecy, or are you the one to forge the prophecy? I fucked up the wording, but you get what I'm saying. It's like, it goes into the fact of prophecy is prophecy, but who's in control?
Yeah, we just fire the Tarask egg into the sun. It still hatches because, the heat of the sun, but then the Tarask is just rampaging across the surface of the sun, constantly being burned and healing itself.
That's an album cover.
Solo Tarask. It's not a black hole sun, even though it is a black hole.
Do we need to worry about your anti-Vedic?
We just found out who that is.
All right.
He actually exists.
She.
She actually exists.
Yep.
And that is...
The green lizard bitch in the form of Drake's mother.
I've been trying so hard to not listen, and y'all forced me to learn this.
Oh!
I don't get it.
So, Drake in his book, Dragon Queen, Prophecy counterpart, Warforce, that's all related.
I want to find out. Actually, I kind of want to find out about the because I know exactly what I want to find out about.
Okay.
She's pulling the strings. Now, our strings have been pulled to all of us have gotten our vestiges, and we are all put in this place to go and do. Well, most of us have our vestiges, and we've been pulled into this place to be the counterpart. I want to know about the vestiges that she's got access to.
Interesting. Roll an Arcana check.
Got you
Really?
that.
Forewarned is forearmed.
I really feel like pulling the strings ought to be some form of
24?
intelligence for
24. Roll a d4 because your stave, with time shenanigans,
That always has to
your
happen first.
vestige also assists with
4.
this. 4. So that goes into a 28. Okay. So as you look deeper into this, now confirm Dracolich.
Drake a bitch. I called it.
You did, and you got a lot of XP for that. That has been here for hundreds of years, sowing the seeds of destruction, corrupting this empire inside out, so that she can get closer
That's the word for
to the
things.
crown. Well, seeds of power, I should say. The vestiges that she has gathered throughout the entire kingdom.
Magic Kingdom.
6 dark globes, poisonous and venomous, one embedded in flesh, replacing arm, chest, and jaw. Another made of a substance of the void, star stuff manifested into a hammer.
Into a hammer.
Into a hammer. bringing
But you can't
the
touch it.
hungering abyss to mankind. A third, boots. That's all you get from that one. And a cloak that absorbs anti-magic.
Was
I'll
there
give you one more?
All right.
A dagger that seems to sit between daylight and midnight. 2 twilight daggers. All under her puppeting fingers of an army that she personally grew. A new empire is rising. And the Shadow Monarch wishes to rise again.
Did I miss one? I have 5.
Boots.
I have boots. I got a cloak.
There were only he only gave descriptions of 5.
28.
Okay.
You can't get all 6.
We just know that there are 6.
You know that there are 6. And you
Twilight
know...
daggers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bet you one's the book.
As your vision clouded, distort, and as you see that last symbolic gesture of vestiges under the puppeteering force of her eyes. And with
As he
that-
fades Cheshire cat style.
as that familiar, arrogant laughter echoes into the abyss, she smiles. And you are suddenly back to your spot. Fingers slightly numb as she kind of just crunches them a little too hard.
What'd you see? What'd you see? What'd you see? I know you're smoking. What'd you see? What'd you see?
Literally smoking.
Okay.
You roll 2 at 30 and at 28. Wow,
Hey,
done, man.
I need to sit down.
You suffer 1 point of exhaustion.
Coffee. It actually takes out the exhaustion.
I don't suppose you've got a cigarette. No.
What's a cigarette?
Here's your pipe.
And what'd you see? What'd you see?
Wait. Wait for it. Pipe's the other hit.
Oh,
I think you need
We're
to
in
go.
deep shit.
Tell me something we don't know.
she's going
No,
to.
no,
She's going to.
no. This is so much worse than that. Oh, God. All right, so forget. Forget the Tarask for right now. We'll deal with that
7 years.
in a while. Drake, his mother, is the Draco bitch.
What?
I'll just put this here.
And the fuck is that?
That's a Tarask.
That's not a Tarask, that's the Tarask.
Yeah, turn it around.
Oh, okay, sorry, I didn't
You said put it off to the side. I'm like,
Okay.
all right.
set that aside for now.
Yeah. And
That's not
technically,
important.
You saw the body.
This is toxic.
You do not see the Tarask.
All right.
Yep. That is her.
Is the Draco bitch. The somehow my ancient adversary has prolonged her life as some sort of undead draconic abomination. And she has been spending the last 1,000 years.
What are you looking at your bracelet for?
I'll tell you when you're older. Spend the last 1,000 years rebuilding, attempting to build a new empire for chromatic dragons, using Vrosha as a puppet state.
So what's
She
the catch?
almost has the book.
Almost has the book.
What do we know what the book has in it?
The book is the keystone to finish it. Her great web, her great arcane work.
Where's the book? Where's the book?
Well, Drake has it.
Where's Drake? Here.
He's in the city.
Oh my God. We should go talk to him. Do you think he knows that we know
should.
that he has
What's
the
the
book?
catch?
No catch. We get the book. We kill the bitch again.
Again?
She had to die the first time.
When was the first time?
About 1,000 years ago.
Oh, to become a lich. Got it.
Oh no, much longer than that. This was when you were in your true form.
Yeah, about 1,000 years ago.
No, right, yeah. My bad. Tiny line shit.
All right. And does that stop the Tarask?
It stops a lot. The Tarask still has to be dealt with. The Tarask is still going to hatch. There's nothing we can
All
do
right,
about that.
right.
If we can deal with
With
that,
the additional
I think we
information,
can deal with
just
the
for like a
Tarask.
side note, with you mine still smoking, the bit of the ritual to deal with the Tarask and the possibility of preventing a future that is already written in stone theoretically, and also has been dreamed about by a beholder, which is another like fuck. You are risking your unmaking. To prevent the Tarask would also bring preventing all the things you have.
Creates an ugly paradox.
So we have
Very
to wait-
ugly. It would
So we have to
literally.
let the
it would
Tarask
not-
hatch and then kill it.
Yes.
Yeah, it would not. But it will not destroy the
Spawn
universe,
campus.
but it would literally unmake you. You can definitely do it, but you would unmake yourselves.
Right. The Dwarven Mountain has to fall. Doesn't mean all the dwarves have to be there. We should get on that at some point.
It happens in 7 years, so we got
The
time.
Tarask emerges from the lake of lava, it's smoldering, and there's 5 of us standing there with fire extinguishers.
7,000 dwarves behind us.
Ah, CO canisters! Ah! CU CO2 canisters. There we go.
Just get a bunch of airships and
See
warps and
canisters.
everything else ready to shoot it.
Giant spray bottles.
That's our problem right now.
All right. Well, the good news is
The aim of the
Drake
Eternal.
and the book are here in the city that we're in right now. So let's go knock his ass
We gotta-
door down and talk to him.
We gotta, yeah.
Politely.
How do you... Never mind.
Sounds like a plan.
Commandeer, not a trap.
Commandeer, it's not.
Do we know where his shop is? Anybody?
Quill
I've never
pops
met the
up,
man.
7 feet tall this time around. Well, she's always been 7 feet tall. He goes, yes, I do know where.
She's still round, or is she still tall,
She's still.
or is she still thin?
Quinn.
Is she thin?
She's thin and tall.
All right.
But her arms are
Oh,
currently.
Quinn versus Quill. I'm sorry.
Quinn, yes. But her arms are currently about 15 feet in length, as she was currently reaching across the room as it snakes back into her shoulder. Yes, I can
Gross.
guide you if you
I
so
knew that was
desire.
too, but I was screaming the whole time.
That would be helpful. So how do we want to? So let's find out where he's at, and then I'd like to find out how we want to approach this guy.
I prefer the brute force method.
But
You say that about making breakfast.
we don't need him running off. We don't,
So Drake, about that book, we kind of need that.
well, we don't want him running off. So, and the question is, we don't even know if he knows.
As Drake's player, that would get you shot.
It can penetrate my armor.
We don't even know. Sure, let's just combat it all the way. No, seriously.
Perhaps we should open
We don't even know if he
negotiations.
knows that we know it, or if he knows us.
Perhaps we should open with negotiation.
Yes.
Drake, we need your help.
Well, we gotta go.
That's what I was trying to say, but you're more eloquent than me.
Yeah.
So,
You do the talking.
right.
So
Where
this
is
person I've never
Quill?
met.
Quill, where is it? Where is his?
She gives general directions that is more closer to the city center, that has the most busiest streets in the marketplace.
What is the name of the place we're looking for?
It's the gun shop he keeps going to.
It's,
Why am I not surprised?
no, it's actually across the street because that's direct competition. And
Oh,
he's
so
like
I go to
competitive
the one made from the Warforged. He's
Yeah.
the one for the humans. Got it. For all the fleshings. Sorry. Biologic.
It's a universal omnitech.
Universal Omnitech.
Maybe he can give me something bigger.
The universal
Because the more
omnitech.
pretentious, the more higher price you can charge.
Yes.
I have an idea. So if he
I
is
figure Omni and Universal were the same two words
Yeah.
together. So-
when
It's superfluously redundant.
Yeah.
I've been going to the Iron Rose, the Reaper's Scythe, for a while now, trying to get something bigger. Potentially, I could be going here instead to acquire something bigger. If you want to use that as reference.
You could use that as a reason why
Oh, okay.
you're visiting the shop.
I need something bigger. I
Yes.
went across the street, and they don't have anything bigger.
You need something to blow a hole in the mountain. Got it.
This will not blow a hole in the Tarrasque's head. I need something that can.
All right.
But that doesn't get us-
Metaphor. We just need to get in the door.
I just need
Can
to
we try to befriend?
show me to your BFG section.
Just picture two.
Definitely has one of those.
So is that the thing we are now going to visit Drake
Yeah.
to try and negotiate the use or
Definitely.
Quill
quiescence of his
steps
will?
forward just as a reminder. There is a restraining order with a certain golden kobold with your crew.
Huh?
What?
Remember that paper I delivered to you? Especially said 500 plus years separation?
I don't actually.
Yeah, well, that doesn't surprise me with Vedic. I have reminded you. It is up to you on what you do with that business.
What did you do?
I don't know. I've always
Disguise self.
misunderstood.
Sparks just kind of does a paw disguise self. Nothing.
No, I tell you, just disguise self.
His horns change shape. Ah?
Maybe if you were silver.
He keeps doing it until he turns blue.
You don't have
And
to
now there's
disguise self?
a blue kobold. With the
I absolutely do.
Yeah.
Polymorph?
With that,
Something? I don't know. You're the smart one, I'm not.
the fragment queen dragon, Lavo, her name is. Well, not to be a stickler about the timing and everything, I just expended a lot of inner energy. I need to go carb load, so I'll be back. And plus, I have a schedule to keep too. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 other ex-boyfriends that I need to currently stop.
Wait,
So-
what?
Toodaloo!
I mean, when you've been around 1,000 plus, you
I'm
used to get a few
telling you.
boyfriends.
If she messes up my garden every time she shows up, I am going to skin her.
Or we just,
Yeah.
make a place for her to land.
All else here is tending a garden. Realistic.
As soon as you say that, you hear, and there's like a rocket.
I don't even want to look. I don't even want to look.
You can already smell the soil burning and everything.
We need to have like a landing strip or something.
Thanks.
Just a landing pad.
You know.
Just waiting for that.
Well,
Wow.
let's get down to
The business?
Yep.
But we need a. If you
Let's
have
get
a
down
restraining
to
order, and
business.
he knows this,
What restraining order?
Baseball.
that means that you can't come, or he's going to be very difficult if you do come.
Who has a restraining order on this blue kobold that we've just met?
Sorry, it's not blue.
I can make
He's
it
out
blue.
of breath.
Oh, he turned himself blue.
No, I totally turned myself blue.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, it's
Myself.
a-
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a blue kobold with slightly different horns and white robes. Bedazzled to hell.
What are the odds?
The white robes bedazzled to hell is what you always wear.
The white robes bedazzled
Okay.
to hell is actually a new thing.
Change them up to
Green robes.
green robes that are bedazzled to hell.
Red robes.
The robes don't change, the color changes.
Green with red bedazzling.
On a blue kobold.
Fine. Fine. Doesn't,
Green,
doesn't
red,
matter.
and blue.
Drake's probably colorblind.
You need to
anyway.
borrow my 14th sense.
All right. If you insist on, let's go ahead and. What is our? We need to get the book. We need to get him on our side. We need to
I'm going shopping.
see.
Y'all should
I'm
go to
getting in the
sleep
door.
because it was evening when you started talking
It
to the
is
dragon.
going to nightfall right now as you hear.
Okay, in the morning,
Oh, the fireworks.
I'm going
are starting.
shopping in the morning. Because I need a new weapon we can get in the door.
That's what you're going in for the reason. I know, but what's our purpose? How are we going?
Todd,
There's
the
a lot of
fire-
faith happening here that this ancient enemy that has an army of espionage agents at her command isn't going to strike in the middle of the night now that she knows that we're actively on to her.
Shit.
How long does non-detection work?
Oh, it's hours. It's a wonderful spell.
Like 8 hours or something.
Yeah, I think it was like 8 hours.
We
so
don't
it's
have
still
time.
on.
We can't sleep
Make
it off.
make
I'm
an
going shopping
Arcana-
now.
Make an Arcana check real quick.
Who's coming shopping with me?
Everyone.
Good. Let's go
19.
now.
19. You can feel something shatter against your non-detection.
She's looking for us. We better move quickly.
Efficiently. Now.
And she knows about me. Okay, so sorry. You guys get Drake. I am going to research ways to keep her out of our heads. I'll be back.
Okay.
Gold and white robes again. All right.
He's like, take a couple steps, look in the mirror. Oh shit!
Oh God! Much better.
The mirror goes, speak for yourself. Being another reflection of a different reality.
All right. Yeah. No, that's what I'm going to do because I actually need to start looking up spells.
Okay. So you head off into the night. Todd, the fireworks have gone off. You're still very high, and oh my God, is this going to get you your rocks off right now?
Yeah, we're just hanging out on the roof of Becky's house watching him.
I can taste the colors.
I can smell the
This is
sounds.
probably the first time in your current life that you've seen fireworks.
I mean, it's absolutely the first time in my current life.
Mhm.
So,
Even
yeah.
if your other life, it wasn't a common thing. You might have seen it once or heard
Right.
about it.
Like, you're talking about my material plane existence. Okay, yeah, even if they were going off, we would have been stealing shit during it. So,
Make a sleight of hand check. Your stealth is already
But they're
good.
teenagers, so they're stealing, rum.
I'm probably not stealing much. I'm probably enjoying the fact that I'm not being forced to steal shit.
Hey, she got a 25 on her stealth, and her sleight of hand, the shrooms are kicking in. She's not that good with sleight of hand.
23.
23? Yeah. What are you stealing?
Nothing.
Teenager.
I'm not
Alcohol.
stealing anything. Historically, I never got to watch the fireworks because I was stealing.
I misunderstood. I
Yeah.
thought you were stealing during the party.
No. I'm like, she's like, guy, we could totally do that. And I'm like, bitch, shut up and watch them. And that's...
That's how that's going.
Yeah, and that's pretty much how it's going.
Yeah,
It's-
like,
and
I'm
she has
experiencing
a
the
little bit of
closest
mood
to a
off.
childhood I've ever had.
And, yeah, and she, for a split second, she has that look of, bitch, don't tell me what to do, and then just kind of,
Point of interest. If
slumps
if
back.
there's fireworks going off, shouldn't the music be the Ray Charles version of America the Beautiful?
I don't have that.
I'm pretty sure it's also copyrighted.
And
Yeah.
there would be a
Oh,
a
shut up,
licensing
legal.
issue.
What if I sing it? Then it's an active parody.
There you go.
It takes you no more than 30 minutes as you walk across the town, going past the city center, seeing the Church of the Perfecti bigger in its tower once again, seeing various different electrical wires that are going to different parts of like the street lamps that are lighting the areas up, seeing more of these not cult cultists. We are not a cult kind of people that are
Not a cult.
these forgelings that are currently showing off whatever parts of their body that is the most extravagant, the most extravagant in making and design, with various long white.
Don't
robes
do
and
that on the public. Some of us have really high passive perception.
One of the sugar daddy designs walk by, is like, "Oh, please, we all know you want it," and just walks away.
Whoa. Where's that rust monster in squirrel form?
Don't knock until you try it. It looks pretty
But
good.
the cod piece is quite impressive. It's definitely got some loops in there.
You can't look at that and tell me it's not attractive.
I absolutely can.
It's got a bell too.
The bell makes it worth it.
Ring my bell.
Exactly, you get it.
Ring my bell.
How much?
Stop walking to the shop.
By the minute of the hour.
Walking to the shop.
No, I was like to buy to go. I'm sorry. Hold
20 gold to watch.
No,
50
sorry.
gold to touch.
I'm leaving. Now, thought I was going to actually buy one, but no, I didn't mean like...
Oh, the bell stays, dear.
No,
He wants me to touch it. Bend over and you touch it.
Right, fine.
So that's the term better operated boyfriend?
Gwen,
Bob,
Gwen,
that just makes
Gwen,
sense.
Gwen, what?
They're called
I'm so-
Wait up, wait
I'm
up.
a half a block down the street and getting
Wait up.
passing the yeah. So the Reaper site is actually at the edge of the city because it's part of the border defense because it had artillery shells at the top. It is not meant for public use, especially for those that are acting like children at a gun shop. You are actually in the city and in the public area that is an artisan area that our people are selling to the market to everyday users. That is where his shop is at. To the everyday person, buy a gun for your own security, especially the teenagers. You never know how safe your kids are.
Universal Omnitech.
And you see a three-story building that has
that
been
screams
put
cool.
with 4 different buildings around it that have been sucked together and attached together with various paneling, and most of the metal, that has various gears at the top or part. Piping that's going from outer to inner to upper to a giant water container. Now, it's a water container. That doesn't mean that's what's in it. At the very top of the ceiling, as you hear whoosh, as a automated clockwork furnace is on the other side of the building that seems to be very pressurized, like a high pressure furnace. And you already see on the first level that there's these strange windows filled with liquids, and those with higher perceptions see a tentacled creature inside move in the water.
Anyway.
Fantasy high point. High point or plastic firearms.
Their high pints are known for being like really cheap.
How are you
guns.
entering? Who's entering?
Me!
All of
And
us. All of us are entering.
All at once, so you don't get stuck in the doorway.
Prince Ali! Fabulous me!
Todd, I will say with your passive perception, you see the 3
Nope, fireworks.
fireworks. Got it.
Fireworks and mushrooms!
Because you're nearby as well. You're just...
She's on the
I am
rooftop.
on a roof. I am on Becky's roof. I am watching the fireworks, and I am
There.
having a great time. I am teaching Becky to embrace her adolescence. That is my goal for the day.
Alright.
Roll a general charisma check.
I mean,
Need to find Todd.
You are telling a teenager how to be a teenager.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think that Todd's aware that that's the objective.
Some stranger named Todd.
What am I rolling?
Charisma. Straight up charisma or persuasion.
Let's go with persuasion. That becomes a 17.
Okay. She doesn't storm off, and she seems generally moved on a couple of things that you just randomly spout in terms of being high off of mushrooms, watching the Oblivion.
Occasionally, I freak her out with the Shadowfell rant.
Oh yeah, she's full on like this is a bad trip occasionally.
Yep.
And then she's like, all right, I'm kind of into this creepy goth bunny thing.
Creepy goth bunny.
You know, it's an aesthetic. Yeah,
I am painted rainbow, thank you.
Rainbow
you
goth
are painted rainbow, and she's splattered as well on a couple of
Rainbow goth bunny.
rainbow goth bunny.
No.
Different shades of gray.
As you guys,
I'm just realizing.
Sparks and Quinn, you explode through the front door.
I'm right behind.
With Ed joining you with the girthy behind. Eric, you are immediately hit with shells upon shells upon shells. We're talking American Super Shop Walmart Gun Comporium.
Walmart before they stop selling guns?
Yeah, Walmart before they stop selling guns. There are small firearms, there are hidden sidearms, there are entire ballistas, and also automatic machine guns for your pleasure.
I'm gonna walk immediately straight up to the counter.
Walking up immediately straight to the counter, you find tracing along the sides of the corner of the house, there seems to be also mounted machine guns, well, mounted weaponry, automatic devices that seem arcane in nature or an artificer in design that seemed to be a high rapid fire to a supernatural degree that has small little potholes of a fish tank that has been soldered in joints messily on the outside from glass pane to glass pane to make a corner aqua fish tank as you see a ethereal black squid octopus on the inside that currently, as soon as you go up to the front desk that is not manned yet, you hear woo! As it mans one of the turrets and pulls like 3 different levers and points towards and there's a little
Whoa.
I like your style.
I kind of like the octopus.
I do too.
That's Hemingway. And hi.
Well,
there's a little sign on the desk that says, please ring for bell. Ring twice if you want to get shot.
Ding. That? Wait,
a solid 30 seconds.
Wait, is it one person rings it twice, or is it one person rings and the next person can ring? Because I mean, he gets shot or I get shot.
Crap, I'm here with Dumb and Dumber.
As soon as you say that, I know those voices. And a door in the background, almost the 2 doorways that hang freely, double jointed, opens up, and you see. Oh, could you re-describe Drake for me? It's been so funny.
Pull this picture.
I have it.
I know it's been a long time
He's
when
in the
asking you to
intro.
describe a old character.
You just pull this picture.
Shit, I'm trying.
Black hair.
Right,
rough-
he's
Dastardly handsome, devilishly
right.
nefarious.
Oh no, I don't have it.
He's a athletic, svelte build, like swimmer's build. He's just under 6 feet. Black hair. Actually, I think he's short, isn't he?
He's like
He was a
5'10",
little
I
short.
think.
He was like
He
a
was
5 foot something.
Never one you played in my game, so.
Yeah, he's 5'10", I think is what we
That
said.
has that haven't shaven in
He was
about 2-3
just barely shorter
days.
than Nick was.
Grunge stage of a almost Wild West artificer that goes up, opens up the door, sees that he has customers, recognized with a almost chastising glare. What do you want, Sparks?
I pull out Kern's piece. I understand that you're a competitor to the Reaper's Scythe.
I'm a competitor in their way of making weapons.
I completely agree with what I've seen. Reaper's Scythe said he didn't have anything bigger than this. What do you have that's bigger than this?
Whoa.
Let me preface this. I need to make a very, very big hole on something that is very, very tough to kill.
Alright.
This isn't Drake.
Place
Is
out
it?
what you have at the
It
table
is.
and I'll get work.
Well,
I got my Kern's piece.
Compensation, you big dumb metal thing.
Drake, you know us.
Of course I know you. That's why I know you're loaded.
front.
How much do you want?
How much you willing to pay?
Well, I've got everything on me right now is 500 gold.
Huh. Have fun in the celebration.
That's what I thought. I'm curious what you have.
Quinn reaches behind his belt, pulls out the pouch is bigger than the pocket it comes out of. Flump.
Make a persuasion check. I know it's absurdly high. It's still D&D. I'm gonna make you
I
roll.
rolled a 3, so it's only a 30.
So,
Exactly.
That's a legit thing. Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah. He's gonna make an insight check.
This is why I have him.
He goes, look here. He knows how to do it. He literally slams the wall 3 times. It inverts. And there's
He shows the
literally
imports.
cannons,
This is why I bring you
style, shoulder-mounted artillery attire. That are
That's what
worn
I'm talking
on
about.
Shoulder
backpacks.
mortars.
Shoulder mortars. Now, these are, of course, experiment. So if you die, I am not liable.
Allow me to be your test bed. I can give you some good field
I think
data.
he meant platform. Test platform.
That's my
He is a good speaker.
I will let him talk.
I will go with him, not with the man-child that's in a tin can. Right. So, we got a mortar shell.
That's Draco, right?
And he begins to describe what you can do. All right, there are several types of backpack artillery shells. They are not meant for your design. You will have to remove your back plate, which will reduce your AC. If you do this, and along with a couple of tinkering checks on his side, he can make it a shoulder-mounted or backfired cannon when you go prone. When you do so, you can fire once every 10 turns. Because to reload it takes time. This is a mortar shell. Now, if you're specifically designed Warforged meant for this kind of device, it would be a different story. The type of damage would be 6d10 on a direct hit. Explosive shells, which is what you, or shrapnel shells in this case, is what you're going to be wanting to do, is going to be half that damage to a 15-foot radius.
This is meant for.
It's a siege weapon.
It's siege weaponry, yes.
Why would you want to become a siege?
And while you're
We have
holding
very,
it-
very, very big fights and big people to take care of.
This wouldn't necessarily be something we would use routinely. It'd be like the one-off, either an opening salvo
Drake.
or things are going badly
Yeah.
kind of thing.
She's coming.
Who the fuck is she?
His spirit totem. She's a snapping turtle. She's lovely.
Sounds like a lovely girl. I think I dated a few
Let me
people like that.
Let-
Alright, so this thing weighs 800 pounds. You can probably handle that, but it's going to slow you down. The shells are sold separately. I make the shells, so you have to come to me. And each shell is roughly 40 gold pieces.
Can the cannon be fired without mounting it to him?
Yeah, but you're going to have to figure out how to, make sure it sticks to the floor and doesn't go...
Can we pay you to figure that out?
Then just get a cannon.
I'm thinking, like, can you, like, hip brace this thing instead of...
Oh,
mounting it to his
yeah,
back?
I tried that with a couple other volunteers.
I'm pretty sure it was called a knee mortar.
They're currently
And-
one-armed right now.
Yeah, they weren't meant to be put on the knee.
Let's just put it this way.
Body.
This is supposed to be on a Titan. Smaller one, but yes.
Oh,
Yes.
oh.
I'm trying to,
How much do they run individually, and can they be mounted to airships?
Oh yeah, I got other. You don't need it. You don't need this one if you want to do airship weaponry. Come out the back. And he literally turns around and goes through the same door.
Oh, okay.
Come back to the back. We got airships.
Hemingway, we're good. We're going into the back. He told us to go into the back.
Follow him in the
He
back.
goes into the case and he goes into a hole that is part of the aquarium that goes through the wall to the other side.
Have a foot warmer.
And you hear a
Air raid? What?
of something spinning up on the other side.
Alright.
And in the backyard, in the back area for artillery pieces, even though it's been sectioned off and gated, he has siege weaponry for airships, for siege weaponry on Titans, for siege weaponry for mobile platforms, trains even, that he's been experimenting into, because with artificers, this is his dream. This is an artificer's dream. He has resources, he has people that accept this kind of weaponry and don't get caught up of, oh, it's not honorable if you don't hit each other with sticks kind of situations.
Alright, I need 2 of the long-range ballista, 1 of the catapults, so one of those
So
cannons from
he has
inside.
several designs. He has 4 space weaponry for...
In all honesty, I'm arming the airship. I'm throwing money at it. I don't really care about the mechanics. This is all just a way to get him to like us a little bit more, so when I ask him about the book, he's a little less inclined to devolve to combat.
Alright, make a deception check.
This is why I brought him.
Yeah, 34.
34.
Only.
Yeah, natural 1. As soon as money hit the table, he's just like, yep, let's go. And he's telling all these sorts of ballistas, modified weaponry.
Oh, I'm just running out
automatic
of...
ballistas that track any movement, so don't get in front of it.
Oh yeah, no, I'm two of those, one of those, two of those. How quickly can you have them?
So right now you're currently looking at 50,000 gold pieces for various things, and he's like, "So you're gonna be paying for all this, or are we gonna talk to the council up there?"
Oh no, this is for my personal airship.
No, so you're gonna be paying for it.
I don't actually have 50,000 gold pieces.
He closes it.
No. I have 12,000. That's the down payment. The stuff needs to be on the ship before I'm giving him the rest of it. You want to negotiate?
10,000 pounds for the work.
Alright. He reopens it. We can negotiate.
So I'll give him the 12,000 as the down payment for it. Once it's mounted, he'll get the rest, and then he can deliver the ammo. That's part of the order.
Make a persuasion check.
Because we had to come to him for the ammo anyways.
30.
You can't get lower than a 30.
I cannot.
He just looks at you.
If I roll
stares you
one,
down.
it's a 25, because the is 5.
So you
He
can't.
has been
like
hearing lately that this is one of the heroes. Sitting.
He has been, and he's kind of looking you up and down, seeing beside you. Looks your berries, kind of like.
looked at the statue yet?
Yeah, he has. He's doing a mental background search of you.
I will say
And-
I vouch for him.
That don't help me. Please don't help me.
Yeah, you do not help. And he looks at your eyes. The berries move, and he goes. Right. Well,
They're delicious. Would you like them?
no. That is revolting in every way unimaginable.
That helps me.
Fine.
Oh, I should use my eye on him. Oh, that'd be mean.
Very well.
Steal all his shit.
What's your idea again?
I learn everything about someone. Like, he
You
has to
said-
hand me their character sheet.
You're saying that right now?
No.
Okay. Then let's get back to it.
Yeah.
Leo,
Wonderful. And
which airship? I heard you have two now.
just have two?
We have
Well, one's-
ours and we have yours.
Yeah. Mine. What did we name it? Did we name it?
You didn't name it. You haven't even looked at it yet.
It's called the fish boat. I have it right here.
Fish boat?
Seriously, it says the flying fish ship.
You mean the flying heap that is barely keeping upright in front of your mansion?
It's a work in progress.
You know, you got the money. Where did I judge?
My crew is working on fixes at the moment.
You mean the pixies?
They're quite, they get into all the small places.
Yes, but they work very, very slowly.
Actually, they work really, really quickly. They just get distracted.
It's like
They work
ADHD.
really fast, inch by inch.
Exactly.
So I'm giving him the 12,000 gold pieces that I have in a satchel, which is actually 1,200 platinum pieces.
Oh, even better. That's like, oh shit. Yeah, that's...
There is another matter.
Oh, all right.
One of my associates has
Isn't 1,200 platinum enough?
that's 12,000 gold pieces.
1,200 platinum is 12,000 gold pieces.
Yeah, he said 50,000.
Just move the decimal.
It's
Got it.
more. I'll do the math later, but it's gonna depending on how much you gather to fully equip a artificer siege weaponry. That is, not the normal
Yeah.
type. It's gonna be at least 20,000 gold pieces to 50,000 gold pieces on what you want. We'll do the math later.
We'll do the math later. We have funds. And I have never spent funds other than like 1,000 on arrows.
Yep.
In the entirety of this game.
And Nicholas hadn't spent
This grungy, gunpowder smoking man
for 10 levels. She spent nothing.
sits down in front of you.
It's a lot of platinum.
Hands over the piece of paper to sign the contract for the exchange of exchange for wealth and for the firearms,
Yeah.
and also
It's the
to say
contract.
if this explodes, it is experimental. If you kill yourself, I am not viable for any losses or compensations for you or your family members.
Yeah. Lord Marshal Byron Calder of the Green Wardens.
Takes it back, gives it to Mr. Hammerway, the octopus. Mr. Hammerway spits a couple of inks, and you hear as it almost like a typewriter creates a couple suction cup areas.
Somewhere some coins disappear from a Fey vault and reappear in this guy's back room.
Mm-hmm. So,
I might have just used Fey funds.
now that the contractual agreement is out of the way, what is the other thing? You did bring 2 members I recognize in one.
There is a issue brewing in Vrosia that
Yeah.
that we're going to be taking a look into.
Should we be in a quiet room? Make sure no one's listening.
As soon as you say quiet room, he pushes a button under the desk, and you hear the window shutters close, lock, and the front door. And
I feel safer.
I don't. There's a trigger happy squid in here.
the octopus blinks one of the eyes, like winking.
Pixie, if this comes to blows, kill the squid.
I don't think I can.
Really can't.
You notice the octopus is currently holding like 4 different triggers.
Shade water. Ice.
Just ice spears.
No, just turn the water it's in into ice. Problem solved.
Placing his hands on his lap area. Make a perception check.
That's not a cod piece.
24.
24.
That's a blunderbuss.
You see that he's slyly placing his hands on his lap, but is currently holding something that is connected to the desk underneath.
Oh yeah. Does he think I'm unarmed? I mean, I've got a...
No, he's treating you fully armed.
Yeah.
You're standing next to Sparks, which is fully armed.
Yeah.
You have
nothing in my hands, but I'm very deadly.
Ek here that is, pretty much impossible to kill in
He's only
conventional
deadly if you're
means.
downwind.
He's the difficult to kill reptile.
I'm
Hard to kill
He's
reptile.
treating you like a legitimate threat.
Yeah. So, we're going to be dealing with this threat more specifically with the entity behind it. This particular entity has taken an interest in objects of great power, one of which is a book that we believe is currently in your possession.
His eyes narrows. Apparently we got a couple of loose lips in the room.
We wouldn't have said anything if we didn't trust him.
That doesn't make me feel better.
So here...
You trust everyone. Hell, I've had you more than a few occasions talking to people fully armored to kill you.
I didn't tell him about the book.
No, but you had a nuclear generator in your hand. You went to my father about that one.
I didn't know about that part either.
So the simple fact of the matter is this. We understand that you have the book. We need to keep it from falling into this entity's hands.
Where's this entity?
An unfortunate confluence of dragon and undeath.
That's a new one.
Suffice it to say, probably beyond your ability to repel. Despite the no doubt vast array of armaments your squid companion can bring to bear.
Let me just tell you.
Woof. Squid?
I am the best of King of the Hill.
Octopus.
That is my
it's
territory.
flipping you off right now. It's an octopus.
There's a little bit of ink that blinds you in your eye, or attempts to get you in your eye. Shoot, Ek. I know what I am. I am a person, the king of the hill. I'm great if I stick my gun or flag in one heel spot. Not the best of pursuing. So you'd be correct on this situation. Which also means that I've made preparations for even magical motherfuckers to come into my domain and try to steal anything of mine.
Allow me to put this as gently as I possibly can. You are mortally incapable of repelling this being.
Make an intimidation check.
Want to bring Fade into this?
30.
If he rolls under 10, it's a 30.
Remind me never to play cards with you.
Why is it a 30? You have a plus 20 on your roll. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Because your expertise plus your glamours and... Sorry, not your glamours, but your Fey connections and all that.
And
as he's looking up and down, and you can hear almost like an underlowing, almost like a...
But this intimidation is not me intimidating him.
No.
This is
keeping-
driving home the...
Exactly.
the level
That's
of
exactly what
gravity.
it is. But between your Fey connections, there's almost this competitive natures against Fey and Draconic.
Yeah.
Even though he's most certainly human.
Yeah.
But for some reason, there's with your passive perception, there's something connected to Draconic forces that should not be there.
Well, I mean,
You
it's
can
not
almost
such a
feel like an
image.
invisible growl. Yes. A Draconic snake on the other side. I cannot go on record to say that I believe you. And I'll say fuck you for making me say that. So, what is your desired resolution to this?
We need to borrow your book.
That was quite a lead up. Almost twitched my finger just a moment. To what ends do you want to get this book? Right now, and he turns around a little device that's plugged up to like 6 different wires that is currently beeping several different symbols that you don't quite understand because you're not one of the
I'm
builders.
this tech guy.
As soon as you entered this room, as soon as today, about noonish, people have been trying to look at me through arcane means. Not the first time, but this one's a little bit more than usual.
Yeah.
And then some of you walk into there.
I think that's what we're trying to avoid.
Oh, I know that.
Do you think he remembers what
There's
happened?
only a handful of people that would be able to have the capabilities to look me up. And I know, I tend to keep track who's going to try to find me.
It's always good to know who your enemies are.
Correct.
Do you remember what happened in the past with the battle that happened here some time ago?
It was yesterday.
What?
Battle was.
Apparently not.
That was yesterday.
You mean
Remembers it like it was yesterday.
It was like, I think it was like 2 days ago.
raid?
It was 2 days
What
ago,
are you
yeah.
talking
The
about?
city was... Never mind.
2 days
It was
ago.
a bad dream. Never
It was
mind.
literally 2 days ago.
Eric,
It was literally 2 days ago.
I need more advice from you. All right.
I'm going to persuade your character that he doesn't know how to speak common.
That's just gonna make him try harder. Do you understand? Yeah.
Hablo no inglés as he pulls up a shotgun.
Did you speak bullet?
Suggestion: conga for the next 8 hours.
That's good.
So,
You can make him say it.
you are thoroughly. I believe that you believe that you can, guard this book better than I can? I don't even trust into the hands of the council members here. Power corrupts in every form.
With Belgium.
How would it be any different in your hands?
I've already killed a Fey Lord, held council with a deity. I'm a little beyond your council.
Make another intimidation check.
This is straight up
I
truth bomb
know.
right there. Still 30.
Let me know if you ever roll a natural one.
I will, because then it's a 25.
Yeah. He's gonna roll you up and down.
He is impossible to read.
I think he's impossible to go against his desires. Something about you. Let me tell you a little self, you little fey, pointed little pixie shit. There's something unnatural about you. And it makes me want to like you, and that's not right. Because you know what? I don't like anyone.
If you're familiar with these two, I can understand entirely.
Oh yeah.
You're
But
not
I
wrong.
know what a
Well,
bullet sponge is
no.
when I see it.
He didn't like anybody when we met him. So no, he's just this way. He's a dick.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm sorry. Was that my outside voice? I'm sorry.
No, I'm
He's a dick.
proud
I
of-
played the character.
Yeah.
I fully expected I was going to be role playing this with Brian. Like,
I wondered how this was going to go.
yeah,
That would have not been a bad idea.
that would have been entertaining. Me and Brian rolling against each other.
Another time.
Give me a solid plan. Convince me that you will guard it with your life. Lord, I understand Fae when I see one.
What do you know about guerrilla warfare?
I live it.
I mean, I know they like bananas.
I've made a lot of enemies in the Fae, so I have a feeling there is a guerrilla warfare waiting for me.
Ek,
Oh,
sit in the corner.
right.
The room is round. It's wandering in a circle.
Press that.
This entity
It's a bomb.
desires multiple items, and we've identified them, and it is our plan to retrieve them. Some of those who possess them are currently already in their employ. We will probably be relieving them of their lives at the same time. This is not a hornet's nest that we can kick and swat as they come out. This is a corruption that runs deep and must be cut out piece by piece. And that is our plan. And if you'll forgive, the fewer details that you know of our plan, the less danger you would be to yourself.
As you say that, there's another boop boop. Mm-hmm. You're sly man. Half man.
That's so trick.
So a corporation in the Vrosian Empire with a being that is so powerful that has a hornet's nest to kick that wants my book. There's not a lot of people that has that same description.
It's not his book, is it?
Cut the bullshit
Sorry.
and tell me what you're fighting.
What was the original, the old tongue or something like that? What was the original name for her? The Drake Stoppo.
The Drake.
Draco.
Sorry, give me a second. It takes a second to tab through the pages.
Is Drago.
No, what he's asking for is the
What
Venom
they're-
Tongue of Old.
What's that?
Venom Tongue of Old.
We are facing off against the Venom Tongue of Old.
I wasn't expecting that one.
Are you familiar with many members of the ancient Dragon Court?
No. The one that you were describing, as far as that connected the dots, was the Exalted Claw, which I was a member of.
That is nothing.
Are you familiar with your mom?
Oh,
Am I familiar with my fucking mother?
I'm familiar with fucking his mother.
Oh, you can fuck her all you want.
We're
I don't
going to
give two
be.
shits about
That
it.
is the plan, I believe.
So yeah, so the Draco bitch is current. Yeah, it's not to him.
You're saying that my mother's a...
No,
Just-
no. That was not in case.
We will be.
Oh,
You're not pissing over there, are you?
Not anymore.
no. No.
I mean, wait, move it over there. And it literally the turret turns over.
I'm now having to really pinch this.
Now I'm pissing you.
Now I'm pissing you in the corner of a round room.
Fine. Fine. Give me one compensation, and we'll call it a trade agreement. Something to remember you by.
I think he just left it in the corner.
Give him a berry.
I don't know if I want to give him a berry. It's a part of me.
A part of you is fine as well.
Is it really a part of you if you consume it?
They grew back.
Wow. Yeah, woman before you do that. He puts some gloves on and takes it. Avenger! Fast turtle comes over. Takes it with gloves, puts it in a glass
Oh god, I
bottle,
didn't know my eyes
puts
could
a,
smell!
solution, caps it, and puts it in a small little case.
Well, he didn't destroy it. That means I can still see through it.
No.
Well, it's in a black case.
And
you
now
can't
I
see it.
can find you. And he puts it underneath his desk.
No, you can't.
Mr. Hemingway, and he snaps his
might be
fingers, and Mr.
something like
Hemingway, thump, in his hands, wet and all. And Mr. Hemingway kind of squints his eyes, and you hear a thump in the underneath parts of the octopus. And almost like Mr. Hemingway just kind of slumps off the hand, almost in like a seizure state, as a tome that has been chain wrapped with an arcane purple lock that is slightly off the book itself. That is a representation of an arcane signature that is an actual arcane lock that has bypassing and yada yada yada. Like coding.
Yeah.
That has chains that wrap around in each direction that physically hold with bowing pages. That is a miniaturized
Like it's bulging.
tome. It's bulging
Okay.
as if the chains
It's
are
fighting
barely
against the
holding it
chains.
together. It's your problem now. Good luck.
Do you want
And
me
he
to
clicks a button underneath, and
Now get the fuck out.
as he said,
Thank you.
and you hear, "Oh, get over
He's gonna
this."
be really pissed when he finds out that those berries dissolve into nothing after 24 hours.
No wonder I feel hungry every time I.
Good berries, they only exist for 24 hours.
It's just a berry then.
Yes, but
Yeah.
there are
Gentle repose.
gentle repose, other arcane,
Yeah. Oh, I
and
figured
you
it's nice.
immediately put it in a solution to hold it and to stabilize it.
Oh,
Sorry.
And
oh.
okay,
That was a good timing.
perfect timing. As you guys get the fuck out, you have the book. Vedic, you wanted to do something, didn't you?
Oh, I've just been researching spells and shit like that.
Oh, okay,
Just-
okay. Is there any spells you want to add in terms of, as you're researching, going through your spells, searching through the prophecies, looking at various different things, you reach into the pocket subconsciously as you're just reading over your things, and you bring out this familiar brass ring in Celestial Draconic. The very thing that you pulled from the center of the universe. And you can feel it just resonating, almost in anticipation as it gets closer to you.
I want to look inside it.
Don't open it.
Oh, hell yeah, no.
Nope.
I'm sorry, I'm distracted by my father eating a book in real life.
Well, this is the actual. This is
The tome.
the tome.
The tome?
Just
Jesus.
don't have the chains.
Nope, doesn't come off. It hurts quite a bit, actually.
You know, little thick book, you just wrap a chain.
But just an eyeball.
Is there anything you want to do with the brass ring?
So if I look through it, does it?
You see the other side, but you do see a little bit of like a magical, like, if like the air is vibrating, you see that kind of thing, but it's in the arcane version of the weave kind of being funneled through, but not channeling through the other side as if it's being absorbed and transported somewhere. I want to make an Arcana check.
Ha! 27.
27. You know this fits around something.
Oh, good. Okay.
When you bring it closer, it vibrates more. Bring it away, vibrates less. fit it around the
Put
horn.
it around the horn.
It vibrates more, but when it gets to the head, it kind of stops and kind of makes your skull vibrate. Kind of feels nice.
Can I wear it like a crown?
It's not quite big enough to get for each horn, but when you wear it like a crown, you're waiting, it's vibrating. Nothing's really happening yet. When you bring it to your left shoulder, it vibrates more.
Cock ring.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, so
maybe
maybe I took a ring out of the Time Weaver.
Hmm?
Can I put it back?
You didn't take it out of the Time Weaver, you took it out of the Big Bang.
Right, but when we were talking about when I was talking about constructing the thing, remember the
Right, yeah, you did. Yes, you did. And you kind of look at the Time Weaver on your shoulder, that is the shoulder pad that still has that ball that has a bunch of moving gyroscopes inside, and it actually fits. And it's about the same size as that, but as soon as you bring it over your shoulder, Time Weaver gets sucked in and detaches from your body and immediately fills the inner space of the ring. And you start to see the colors change. It turns black, dotted with 1,000 lights, millions even. And you start to see a galactic map.
Galactic?
Galactic map. You start to see tracing with faint lines from one star to another, to another, to another, to another, to another, to another. And with that past 27 Arcana check, today you've been talking about the myth, the reason why you did this uprising against your own life.
Oh, I was just telling her there was a myth. That doesn't mean I believed it.
Oh, I know. But it was still a topic of a discussion.
Okay.
And you just kind of give that sly smile as you essentially find a treasure. The very
treasure
thing
planet.
that you've been riding, the current fate you've been doing, sacrificing all the lives around you in the worst possible circumstance, restarting the universe of interest, begin the end of this world, and risking an entire uprising of Chromatic Dragons.
Still got it.
You still got it. And you now have a path to follow. And people that can help you.
Alright.
So we're heading back to the estate.
And then Eck opens up the door, chewing on this book.
Nothing! I didn't have anything. I was playing with myself.
Just playing a game!
Are you good
Is there
inside?
anything you want to do?
Holding onto a ring
as
as well.
it's going into dead into the night.
I
Starting to get a
assume
little
at some
chilly.
time we'll go to sleep.
Ask him off, don't eat first
Understood.
squirrels.
What is he doing?
Pick him up.
Don't look at me! Everything okay, by the way?
Thanks for that.
Yeah, my wife was just worried because the dogs were alerting at the top of the stairs. And she was like, they're not barking like when someone comes up to the door, they're alerting like there's something I should be aware of. And I was like, look at the front ring. She's like, I can't, I'm on the phone. So I'm on the phone with her, like, the neighbor's cat is on our front porch. Just let the dogs
With
down.
a paw middle finger like, fuck you.
Oh, she's trying to get adopted. She wants to.
We had a cat doing that recently too, actually.
Yeah, she wants to be our cat.
This cat wanted to eat a bird. Anyway.
This cat, with 2 Malamutes and a Corgi, trying to come out the front door to eat her, still tried to come in the front door to say hi.
Everybody wants to be a cat.
I don't I would be a seal in a heartbeat. Anyway,
I would club you.
Okay, which kind of seal?
And what kind of clubbing?
Yeah. Stop clubbing baby seals.
Because, like, if he's a Hawaiian monk seal, he's gonna die anyway. He snorts eels.
Yeah.
Like, they murder themselves that
It
way.
could be a leopard seal.
Coming back to the game.
anyway,
They're really dumb.
they are dumb, but they are and slightly, horrifically murderous. But anyway, you come into the estate. There's a Vedic saying that he was playing with himself.
Where else would you know?
Todd is still missing. Feels like Todd was.
By the way, that ring.
Todd, time to come home.
By the way, that ring doesn't go on your shoulder. We need instruction how to. So, we have the book. Now what?
Now I'm gonna get my airship armed
He
up
likes
and
it better than his usual color.
What, we just run?
No, we're going to Verosia. We're taking a fight to them.
Yeah!
Oh yes, you outfitted the airship, or you got stuff to outfit the airship with nice artificer weapons. And I'm looking at getting a back mortar.
So, think we can
Back
take
shots.
Think we can take on this Dracolich bitch queen?
Can I
You
get a
hear
mortar?
a little bit of a bell on your shoulder.
Our base first. Sorry.
Base of power.
Your familiars trying to get your attention.
Hey! Hey! Listen! Hey! You listening yet?
Hey, listen. Hey,
Yes?
hey, listen.
Hey, don't want to be a stickler, but I'm just messaging here, so don't shoot me. The Voice of War just contacted me and wanted to have a secret meeting with you about something about your father and a blood hunt and something about your brothers really causing a lot of problems. And, oh yeah, apparently the Fae want to kill everything about your heritage. Sounds like a mapper.
Looking at the map, we're here, Vrosia's here. Isn't my kingdom like right here?
Yeah.
We have the map.
Side quest!
Isn't there a map over there?
Add it to the whiteboard.
Instead of the
Your quest log has been updated. Main quest, side quest.
Body knock!
What are you writing up there?
Body knock is the non-familiar pixie messenger. But did you read my background?
Death?
I had put a dramatic.
I read most of it, and I'm like, this is perfect.
I put a dramatis personae at the bottom.
Death squads for Quinn.
Dramatis personae, like who everyone is.
Mhm.
So body knock
There you
is the pixie messenger that predates his familiar.
Then I did not read that part
But
down. I'm
when
sorry.
we were in the Shadowfell, he would not come to the Shadowfell, so my pixie kept going, like meeting him on neutral ground.
Yep.
So,
Body knock. Yeah, you're right.
yeah. So I'm sending a message back with body knock, specifically to Zendarius,
Okay.
saying I'm on my way. I'm going to clear this up.
And he, this little fairy that's not a ball of light,
No, it's an
that
actual
comes
pixie.
up, stout little uniform, messenger hat, and just goes, right on, boss! And just hits the window, and goes around.
Then dodges fireworks around.
Flying through a flag.
It really is for a fairy.
Flashbacks.
And what is the message that you're sending?
I'm on my way.
And
Please delay open hostilities.
you're so connected to the Fae, essentially, on both sides, that you don't even have to roll. This place is heavily influenced by the sea licorns. And you can see that it doesn't, it makes sense a little bit. There's a bunch of new toys in the material realm that is these Warforged. And Fae love new toys, especially those that are having trouble with their inner selves. So it doesn't surprise you that they probably put a portal here, naturally, to come in and out along with a couple of guests that are unknowing that they are being invited to enter but not.
Whoops.
We have a way to protect ourselves from scrying that you have the book.
I have some ideas on that.
I can protect myself via non-detection.
What do we call this book? What is this book called?
I did text you my new spells.
Yes, you did.
Non-detection was on that
Yes.
list.
Yes, it is.
What is this book called? It's
Oh
the-
god, we're all gonna die.
It's the Draco-Nomicon.
I like that spell.
Draco-Nomicon.
Nomicon.
It's a cookbook.
Here's a cookbook. Anyway. So you're hitting a point at the story where you have to start making hard decisions with all the things on the whiteboard of doom.
Yeah.
Which one do you head towards first?
Well, we're heading towards Vrosia to deal with the dragon bitch, and whatever the name of her network is. But
The Emerald
Claw.
Emerald Claw,
Exalted Claw.
which
Exalted Claw.
Drake's a member of, or
Was.
a member
Was a member of.
Yeah. And
Well,
I'm,
he declared himself as past tense.
I'm going to request of my compatriots, and by request of my compatriots, I mean my pixies are the ones actually steering the damn airship. We're gonna make a quick stop off in my. We're gonna make a quick stop off in my old stomping grounds.
Okay, well, we have to fix the
Now,
airship first.
just a reminder, the airship is not ready to fly.
Oh, no,
Sorry,
it-
the Spelljammer is not ready to
Not the
fly.
Spelljammer,
Yeah.
the airship.
Airship.
Yeah, that
Our
one is
airship.
ready to go. There's a bunch of dwarf airmen, essentially not seamen, airmen that are ready to go. It's ready for bombardment, but a lot of the weapons that were on it
We
were
find Todd.
destroyed.
All we need for is travel. My goal would not be to engage in combat from the
It
ship.
never is.
We need to find Todd.
But it happens a lot.
And
Wow.
I will tell you, if you use the airship, it's going to be about 3-4 weeks to get there. Because it still takes time to fly over.
Yeah, I get that.
If you use the portal that is here, you can theoretically travel through the Fae and be there in a couple of days.
I don't want to go back to the Fae, honestly.
Which
We can also
the
tele-
Feywild or the
Feywild.
Okay.
I'm just saying
We can
I
just
have
teleport.
access to the spell.
Teleport.
I'm okay with
You can
teleport.
teleport all
How many
of
times
us.
can you do that? Once per day?
The only thing I
That's way better. It's
be
still the fastest way.
cautious against is the advantage of having the airship is then we can use it as both a base of operations and for localized travel.
Right.
But
it is a
There's
good
pros and
idea.
cons to each direction. It's just up to you on which one you wish to do.
Do we have a month?
The longer we have this book, the longer we have to keep it hidden.
yeah, so part
Well,
of,
with non-detection going consistently, you should be okay.
So who's doing non-detection?
me and
And
him.
is that concentration? Does it require to be
I think
concentrated?
it's just 8 hours. I think
It's just 8 hours.
situation.
It's a second level
Someone's
spell.
got to cast it twice a day then.
Or third level spell?
Third, I believe.
Okay, so that's a lot of resources.
That's 4.
So another
Up to those
option is
Do some
those of you,
pearls.
what
Get some pearls.
Imbue them like crazy.
you have to attune to them.
You have to attune to a pearl
You
of
have,
power.
you have to attune to a
That is the
pearl of
most useless thing to have to attune to.
power. Yeah. So
I get a wand that can cast it 50 times, but no,
The
if I'm
better
going to
thing
cast
is
it
that
once.
once you put it in, you give it to like someone that can cast, and then they attune to it.
that's a ring of spell.
That's a pearl. There is also a pearl of spell storing.
Yeah.
But the pearl of power is just you
Oh,
get
the
an
pearl
extra
power is-
spell. Actually, you don't actually get an extra spell slot. You just retain a spell slot after you cast one.
So that's a lot of spell
Which is a
slots.
slight distinction.
So getting a wand or
It
something like
served
that
us well in at least one session.
might be a better idea. So a couple of other options.
Just
We
buy a
have
couple
some
scrolls.
people in the party with blind sense. If somebody slaps down divination, it has a sensor, even though the sensor's invisible. But if you've got blind sense, or so you can see invisibility or anything like that, you just go anytime somebody tries to divin you.
I mean,
It requires us to see it, though. We might not be paying attention.
That's why I'm saying.
I've only got within 30 feet.
Okay, so it's possible we could just walk around and we'd be safe from divination. There are other spells that they can cast, but
Well,
even
Quick
even
interjection.
non-detection
Detect magic.
Did you actually summon Todd?
yes.
Okay. I was not
so-
aware that was
Okay,
serious.
just for fun storytelling, and you guys are powerful enough to do some crazy shit. As you fire into the distance, fireworks just finishing up in the evening, still leaving those smoke in the air. You and your friend are on the
Becky. Her name is Becky.
Becky is on the ceiling, and as you guys lay there silently, just looking out, suddenly, right next, both in between your guys' head.
A little note. Todd, time to come home.
Not gonna lie, I pissed myself there.
You said I could stay the night.
Who are you yelling at? I can't, yes, I
I'm
said-
yelling at Quinn. and I
Who's
just
Quinn?
put my cloak on. He's in charge, I guess.
Oh,
I don't-
he's your father figure?
No, very much
Daddy.
no.
Yo, daddy.
Absolutely.
I get it. You know,
Okay, so you know that
Another
statue,
possibility.
how there's a human on it, and then the human became an elf very recently? He's the elf with the
Always putting
fucked
theirs.
up eye. The eye that
oh,
looks
the
like it's made
half-elf.
of fruit.
You really said that weird.
Sure. So that's Quinn. And Quinn is in charge of the people that I'm accompanying. And she's just shrinking lower and lower as she realizes her
I
situation.
mean, you don't
And-
have to. I mean, if you don't want to, you don't have to. Rebel against it.
Okay,
Fight the
so
power.
there's a difference
Power,
between.
yeah.
There's
So-
still a quivering
Shut
error.
up.
Saw her out, like shaking.
Yeah.
So there's a difference between rebelling against your parents who are functionally useless and rebelling against she who made me manifest within this realm. I'm
like,
Is that what you call your mother?
like,
I'm
Like-
dead and brought back to life by a fey entity more powerful than you can comprehend.
make an intimidation
Are there
check.
shrooms?
I am too high for this shit.
What was in those?
Alright, well that's gonna
Well,
be
we're
a
finally going to
10
something about her.
plus. Alright, this is only a 12.
Well, she's high off her gore
Yeah.
right now, and she's just like,
Mm-hmm.
Ted?
Am I
No, I
dead?
was dead. I've been made manifest. You really need to pay attention.
Manifest.
And what?
Okay,
Is it
how
like
about
a
this,
list
honey?
of what's inside a
You
boat?
aren't bright enough to weigh in on this. So why don't you go take a nap after you drink a big glass of water, okay? And then I'm gonna bunny hop, like double flip off the roof and trudge my way back.
She looks off to the side to another couple that's also on top of the rooftop. Because, you know, people have been doing this just because they seen you doing it. Hey guys, did you see a guy, like a bunny person next to me? And they go, what bunny person? Oh my god, I was talking to a ghost.
Trudge. And I get back to the house. And I'm like, I need a very big glass of water and an explanation.
To hand you around this water?
You're gonna get that. I think you're gonna get that next
Trickle?
session.
Brandon walks by and hands you a cocktail. It's an explanation.
Ha!
That's not gonna go well. Dial up a little. I'm gonna need more water for this.
It's like when you put your mouth on a garden
I
hose.
can probably explain, but I won't.
I'm gonna thank you for choosing not to do that. And
So, Todd, while you were out, I hope you had fun. Becky seemed lovely.
oh, she's a mess. Did you know that mushrooms can make you see colors? And I'm not talking about the fireworks.
Most of us don't need mushrooms to see colors. Anyway,
You're purple.
You are multiple colors.
so
That's paint.
one of Vedek's exes, well,
Hold on. Whiteboard. Dragon Queen?
Dragon Queen, okay?
This is imminent now. That wasn't there when I was here
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, oh yeah. She's on her way.
I feel like imminent
And
is.
this whole part,
I feel like imminent is not descriptive
this
enough.
sounds like an editorial.
So,
Not necessarily an
Editorial, we're out of gin. I'm sorry. I can't
Dragon
make that.
Queen wants Vedek's ass and is
willing
waiting,
to kill for it.
willing to kill for it.
That sounds like an editorial.
Let me explain. No, that takes too long. Let me sum up.
That still take too long.
We're headed to Verosia to take out the ancient spy network of the Draconic Court, run by a now reanimated Draco-Lich, who is collecting six vestiges,
What's a vestige?
artifacts of great power.
that will allow her to warp the fate of that entire nation and the surrounding area.
Yes!
Thank you for the water.
That was a dramatic. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, thank you. Fanfare.
Steal my thunder.
No, I don't have that one.
How
Oh,
are we
and
getting there?
show her the book. Show her the book.
Body knock comes.
Oh, yeah. And this is
Right in
one of
front
the
of you?
ones she's looking for.
A small little fairy body knock in a tight uniform. The messenger's hat is in front of you. Report for duty. I have a message.
That was quick.
It took 3 days.
What?
Feywild.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Meeting place. Neutral grounds, hostile ground, or on his terms.
I'll allow him to choose.
Very well. Whack! Motherfucker!
How long do you guys do this?
3 fucking days! What's still going on? The life of a messenger fairy.
Yeah. Poor body knock. That poor guy. At least he didn't have to go into the Shadowfell.
How are we getting there?
That's the current discussion.
What do you need from me?
More likely, I'm going to point you at some things, and I want you to make them unalive.
How are your combat skills?
Adequate.
I can sum it up.
I'll take it.
Baked goods.
Wrong, but good attempt. Toss a cookie.
Are you good about not being unalived?
I mean, I'm not alive now.
Are you good about not being
Then
unalived
no.
again?
Are you concerned with my ability of continuing in the form that I'm in?
Yes.
I'm fine.
Cool.
Okay.
Good. Got it. Done.
So we don't know how we're getting there yet. We can teleport, or we can take an airship.
Or we go through the Fae.
Faye! Faye! Let's go through the Faye!
Can we do it?
We don't know where we're going yet.
And time
Neutral
dilation is
ground,
kind
right?
of... Yeah.
But they're going to tell me. And in 45 seconds, he will be back
You
telling
never
me.
know who he is. He can get us through the Faye.
Yes.
And there's another messenger fairy.
Pink on the other pane of glass. There's a window there!
What are windows? Why?
They pulled out a piece of rock candy.
I feel better.
Oh, how can I help?
Meeting
Just get
place.
half rock candy.
Meeting place. Where did he pick?
Right, we shall have. And he shakes real quick, and it just goes back to the slip.
Why do you
And it
give
says-
the fairies sugar?
Sorry?
Really? Why do you give the fairies sugar? Really?
Entertainment value. Are you kidding? This shit's gold.
Really is to the. You shall be meeting at the lightning struck tree within the Feywild to be judged by the royal. Oh shit!
Right. Oh,
And literally, I'll be back.
The lady.
Fuck!
The lady. The lady stars in her prince consort.
Yes.
Feywild, we're going back into the Feywild.
Apparently, we're going to.
Actually, it's like
Let me
look
just
at the
leave the
stars because
Fae.
you just gave this to me today.
We just spent like 2 years in the damn Fae.
Okay, alright. Guys, I'm gonna level with you. Y'all don't know shit if you think that was the Fae.
That
How's
was the
that?
shadow thing. Which is
We're in
very
shadow.
different than the Fae.
No, not leading the concert. Oh, fuck. Fuck me.
Fair enough.
Oh, I hate this job.
Look at your
No, there's a royal chimera and his pet is going to be on the border control over there. It's currently at the war against your family, and you're part of their family. There's a couple of questions that you need to do, and also a favoritism test or something like that. There's a lightning struck tree there.
I will be there presently.
When?
Oh shit, I gotta go again. 5!
When do we need to be there?
It doesn't matter. They will arrive shortly after we do, whenever we arrive there.
Is that how that works?
Yeah.
So we're
the
gonna
Fae.
go, are we going
Take
through
word for
the doors of our friend and
The door. No.
There's another portal.
alright.
There's a
Right.
portal.
You didn't know about the Feywild portal? It got it down on Elm Street.
I'm
It's the one not in the closet.
I'm going
Has a
to
sign, don't want your kids anymore? Put them in here.
collect our things and go right now then.
There's a guy standing outside with a clipboard. Oh, welcome. Can I have your name?
The little sign says unattended children may be lost.
Yeah.
Unintended children will be lost.
There's a fence in front of that. That's the guy who has the actual permit check-in, but you can very easily navigate around him.
Yeah.
So you've got the guy who's actually trying to save you, and then the guy who's dressed like the guy who's trying to save you.
So,
Should we collect our things and go now?
I think we need to go. At all speed. With all haste.
I already have all my stuff. Let's do it.
He already has all my stuff. Let's go. I already have all my stuff.
To the portal we go.
to the portal through the Feywild?
Through the Feywild.
All right.
Quick question for those who were present but didn't have the money to pay for the things that they needed. Is that something we need to do before we leave?
They're gonna retrofit my
Okay,
thing.
so it's not a right now thing.
No.
Okay.
That's a when we get to the point that we want to go spell jamming, we're going to hit a kick-ass armed up spell jamming flying fish thing.
For
That will have
simplicity,
adequate
the
weaponry.
Spelljammer is for him.
They will
For
have
his
adequate weaponry for what we're going to
Yeah.
fight.
And for,
Adequate.
being space pirates, because,
I cannot
Is
stress
the one
amount
we
of
stole the
adequacy.
spelljammer, or is
Yeah.
that my airship? Is the flying fish?
both the one you have and so your airship
Yeah.
is the Spelljammer.
Okay.
You just have not explored it. There's like bodies in there and
Yeah,
everything.
the flying
There's a
fish.
whole story inside that Spelljammer
Yeah.
that you'll see maybe
We'll
in 6
explore.
months.
Yeah, we'll explore.
I have it all written down and everything. I'm like,
It'll be
is that
right
here? You want to do story here? No.
We've got to clear some shit off the whiteboard without adding new ones.
Guys, there's a full DLC
Again,
thing right here.
Editorial.
Look, we will get to the Spelljammer DLC when we finish all the other side quests.
It has information about the cannibalistic asteroid.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
good.
we can.
Take it off,
Holy shit, we can take one off the thing. Drake in his book, we can
Do
take
it.
it off.
What is
I need
favorite
a-
child?
Erasers.
I don't remember.
Isn't Quinn the favorite child?
I think
Isn't
Quinn is the
Quinn's
favorite
family?
child.
Yeah, so that's actually one and the same.
So we're on the favorite child?
Yeah. I'm actually not the favorite child. I'm the bastard, but
So who's carrying the book and how are you?
I am carrying the book. It is tucked in a pocket.
Okay, and you currently have non-detection out.
Yes, I do.
I will not remind you at the end of every 8 hours.
That's fine.
Okay. And with that, as you guys
I'll be like,
prepare
has
to
it been
go-
8 hours?
Yeah, it's not-
Non-detection.
Yeah. But as you have items of high worth, you've gathered information, found new things, had revelations, and got high off your fluff.
Fluff?
We will end tonight's episode as you prepare to go into the Feywild and meet the other side of the Shadowfell.
That's true. Yeah.
He represents the operator.
You know when you go to Toontown, the Who Framed Roger Rabbit, when you go through the tunnel?
Yeah.
I kind of imagine that with, transition from the material plane to the Feywild. Not really, but Anyway, so I hope you enjoyed tonight's game, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it on there, wherever you may be. We will see you next time. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. Stay healthy, stay safe, and keep on rolling, everyone.
Bye.
everyone.
Bye.
Six.
Clean up the whiteboard.
I took one out and added another.
I cannot help but notice the world is not the same as when we all got started, and we know who's to blame. No turning back now to try to be insane. For what's beyond the veil, too vivid to explain. Faceless behemoths haunt my dreams, seeking to steal my sanity. I will not stand down, won't back away, as long as you're with me. Together we roll, together we roll. I'll fight for you, will you fight for me? Together we roll, together we roll. I'll protect you, just as long as you stand with me. Together we roll. The gods look down on us, we're just a game to them. Eldritch monstrosities at their unholy whim. But we will stand up, we'll shout a battle cry. The future beckons us and we'll stand unified. There's something